Axie limitlessness generally is a low-position coin with the ticker Axes that really has an in every practical sense present worth of $4.89 and a market capitalization of $689,430,372 in an unpretentious manner. Digital currencies fundamentally have sort of lengthy past the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. These days, it's a resource class that fundamentally is significantly controlled and, surprisingly, took on as legitimate delicate in a significant manner. Some essentially huge speculation banks even generally secure Axie boundlessness and other digital forms of money all at once to, in a real sense, safeguard their resources under administration, against the running expansion that handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors, in spite of mainstream thinking. Presently, now is the right time to explicitly uncover our short, mid, and extremely long-haul expectation of the improvements on the Axes market that really depend on the readings of our genuinely extraordinary crypto unpredictability record that in a real sense assists us with checking the market feeling and expect the bearing, wherein the market means to sort of go in an essentially enormous manner. At this point, the cost of Axie limitlessness especially is $4.89. Well, the coin right now winds up at 49th spot in the very by and large positioning, which is genuinely critical. The said positioning especially is assessed based on the resource's fundamentally present value that generally is duplicated by its especially current market capitalization, an equation that basically is applied all through every monetary market, which generally is very huge. Our administration continually screens any progressions in these three regions, so our clients explicitly get the most pertinent information with respect to the presentation of computerized assets in their portfolios in an especially significant way. It's likewise essential to generally consider the verifiable information that permits framing a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing in an unobtrusive manner. On August 18, the cost of Axie boundlessness certainly was at $4.84 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change especially added up to 0.77% in a kind of enormous manner. 7 days prior, on August 12, Axes for the most part was esteemed at $5.98, which fundamentally intends that from that point forward, the cost basically has vacillated by 0% in a really significant manner. A month prior, on July 19, the market member laid out the cost of Axie vastness at $6.38. Thusly, the coin in a real sense has made a 23.31% move to really arrive at its sort of present standings. The examination of market capitalization generally conveys extremely equivalent significance in both digital currency and conventional business sectors, exhibiting that on August 18, the cost of Axie boundlessness truly was at $4.84 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change especially added up to 0.77%, which basically is genuinely critical. As a matter of fact, a similar numerical methodology generally is utilized to sort of decide the general position and prevalence of computerized resources and stocks, for example, in a for the most part significant manner. Changes in market capitalization, positive or genuinely negative, really are likewise characteristic of the manner by which the said market could in every practical sense be going, as well as the resources by and large potential for making gains or posting misfortunes in both especially short and extremely long haul points of view, which truly is genuinely critical. This sort of specific sort of measurement most certainly is likewise used to check the predominance of Axie endlessness corresponding to the remainder of the digital currency market, the progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation, showing how these days it's a resource class that essentially is significantly managed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate in a by and large enormous manner. To by and large decide the ongoing business sector capitalization of Axes, we increase the circling supply, the boundary that will sort of be in every practical sense made sense of later by the kind of present worth of the cryptographic money under audit. Starting today, the market capitalization of Axie vastness generally remains at $689,430,372, which shapes the reason for genuinely present pretty positioning, especially was referenced before, showing how digital currencies sort of have truly lengthy past the purpose in being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure vendors in an unobtrusive way. Recently, on August 18, Axie explicitly had a market capitalization of $682,000,000 in an unobtrusive manner. Keep going week. On August 12, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to for the most part was recorded at $840,040,156 in a kind of significant manner. A month prior, on July 19, the market worth of Axie boundlessness truly was surveyed to truly be $763,533,100, exhibiting that this specific extremely metric generally is likewise used to measure the predominance of Axie limitlessness comparable to the remainder of the cryptographic money market. The progressions in which could likewise offer clues at its future presentation, showing how these days, it's a resource class that basically is significantly directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate, delicate, genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. Finally, the flowing stockpile for the most part is utilized to in every way that really matters, compute the market capitalization and sort of survey the coin's exceptionally current remaining in the positions in a very huge way. It indicates the really generally measure of Axies that in every practical sense is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that in every practical sense are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly in every way that really matters, put unavailable for general use out of the blue, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. It's by and large commonly accepted that digital currencies that for the most part have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million especially are the most appropriate for sort of long-haul speculation, since they for the most part are generally really prone to explicitly see the value in esteem over a drawn-out timeframe, perhaps many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, which basically is genuinely huge. At this crossroads, Axie vastness generally has a flowing inventory of 148,847,467 coins. Over the in every practical sense, recent hours, the exchanging volume related with Axies arrived at the place of $19,615,644, which basically is genuinely huge. Recently, on August 18, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame in a real sense remained at $56,770,267, which especially is very critical. 7 days prior, on August 12, how much Axies that was traded between market members by and large was assessed at $43,737,815, which generally is very critical. Presently comes an opportunity to in a real sense make sense of exhaustively the embodiment of the crypto unpredictability file, CVIX, since it's a highlight of our cost expectation model that permits us to all things considered predict the way that Axie vastness will fundamentally follow over the course of the following 1 to 5 years. So yesterday, on August 18, Axies basically had a market capitalization of $682,000,000 in an unobtrusive manner. CVIX generally is the consequence of the careful work of our group of market specialists and programming engineers that surfaced with an extremely novel recipe for checking and picking